Hi again, everybody, and welcome to our new YouTube channel, citywide YouTube channel, the new home for Inside the Spartans. And we're here at Conneaut High School recording today's show on Friday, March 20th, first day of spring. And with spring, we talk softball because it's raining. We have mud, we have wind, we have cold, we have snow, right, Lexi?
All of it, yep, all of the above in springtime.
That's when we know it's time for softball.
Yep, softball, baseball season.
Lexi, of course, a great softball player for Conneaut High School in her own right. Now coaching, this will be year number?
I think this is my fourth season as head coach.
Fourth season.
I believe so, yes.
As head coach. And let me just start by asking you about the coaching staff. Any new ones, all returning?
So mostly returning. As usual, I have Joe Chadwick as an assistant. He's been an assistant since I've been here. He actually was an assistant when I played. So he's dedicated, he's very loyal, he's definitely,
phenomenal.
Phenomenal is the right word for him. He's great, the girls love him. We all enjoy working with him. He's a lot of help, super supportive. Couldn't ask for anything else with all of my assistants. Brianna Oatman I also have again with me this year.
Will she still be doing first base?
Oh yeah, yep, she's gonna be coaching first base. She helps with the pitchers. Honestly, she helps with whatever I need. She's also phenomenal. I'm just very lucky with great staff. It's just the three of us this year. Tony Todaro might pop in, help volunteer a little bit here and there. But other than that, it's just us, and it's going great so far. We all work really well together. We're always on the same page, and I think that's extremely important for any sport.
Absolutely. In addition, Lexi, of you being the head coach, you were telling me last year, if I remember correctly, because you also coach third base.
Yes.
And you love that.
I do. I love it.
But tell me again why you love that so much rather than, say, first base.
So, oh boy, definitely a difference from third base to first base. Third base, you are basically making a decision every single pitch. So it's you're giving your player a sign every single pitch usually. They're looking down to you, for encouragement. What can I do? But also, I like third base because it's obviously the closest base to home. I'm a very aggressive base runner myself, and I want to teach that with these girls. I don't think you can win a game without being a little bit aggressive. Mm-hmm. So I like being able to be in charge and make them be a little bit aggressive and sometimes take risks. Mm-hmm. Can't win if you don't take a risk sometimes. So
that's very true. I was looking at some of your interview you did with the Chagrin Valley Conference, and one thing you said in that interview is that you have plenty returning, but we lack experience.
Yes.
And I was looking at your roster, and I get your point because you have 8 upperclassmen, juniors, seniors, and 6 underclassmen, freshmen, sophomores. So the ones that are returning, what do you expect to see in their growth and in their confidence?
So biggest thing is just leadership, knowing what to do within the situations. Softball is a game of many situations, so every single pitch it's a different situation. Every single batter it's a different situation. So it's important for those upperclassmen who have been around a few years, who also know my coaching style, what we expect as coaches too, just to help them know what to expect. Because there's a lot to the game, but I like to tell them if we know what we're doing and we can communicate and work together, that really simplifies the game a lot.
Mm-hmm. And that's a game that needs to be simplified because
absolutely,
if it's like baseball, and I'm pretty sure it is, if it's a game that can frustrate you.
Yep.
And if you're going to be frustrated, I guess that game's not for you.
And it's a game of failure. So
and it's a game of failure.
It's not, Failing isn't fun, but
1 for 4 is a good day.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I try telling the girls too.
Yeah, it is. If you have issues with that, it's not for you.
Yeah, pick a one.
With the growth and confidence, do you find that you still, even with the ones that are returning, still have to focus a lot on the fundamentals of the game?
Yeah, we're keeping it really simple this season with everybody. Simple how to throw, going through a throwing progression just about every single day when we warm up, just because it's so easy to create bad habits. And for those girls who don't play all year round, it's easier to create poor habits just by, doing it when it's softball season, if they're not doing it, tweaking, fixing things all the time. So it is, it's really important just to keep it simple. Hitting, we went like a week without even full swinging. We were just doing, the steps to get to the full swing. And I'm sure they were a little bit frustrated. That was actually something that we did in college. So I understand their frustration because I was in that place as well once, but it works. So I told them just trust the process because we can't get to the full swing without the steps before it. So
I think you still have another 7 to 10 days or so before the season kicks off on March 30th, I believe it is.
Yep.
An away game.
Yes.
Looking at some of your leadership on the team, I'll start with Maddie Drew.
Yes.
Do you look at her as a mentor for some of the younger people as well?
Absolutely. And she does it naturally too, which that's the best thing. So I barely have to tell her, hey, can you do this to help this person out? She's just on it already, and that's something that any coach would appreciate. So it's definitely been great. And she's only a junior too, so it's nice.
I know.
It's really
When
nice
you
having
sent me
another
the
year.
roster, I don't know why I was thinking she was a senior,
Yeah.
so you got 2 more years of her.
Yes, yeah, so
and
that's
she's
awesome.
good defensively.
Yeah, she's a great player. She loves the game. And as somebody who myself loves the game, has always loved the game, it's nice that there are still, girls out there who have a passion for the sport of softball. So
And that's a must, I think.
I think so too.
If you don't have the love for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Another one of your leaders, I think, and a junior, Vina, is it Vina?
Vina, yeah.
Vina Sanford.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about her now. She had a shortened season last year, I have here, because of a knee injury.
Yeah.
And versatile defensive player.
Oh, she can play third base, she can play first base, she can play second base. She probably could play shortstop if we needed to, honestly, just because she can, play
Always
the
good
other.
to have that
So
versatility.
yeah, and she's
What's her
another-
main position?
I think we'll start her at third base, just for now. But if we need, maybe a little help at second, maybe we might need help at first base.
Isn't that great to know you
it
have
is.
that person?
And that's why last season it was so hard when we did lose her to injury, just because she could even go play the outfield too.
I was just going to ask that next, because you
Yeah.
said all the infield spots, but I
She
wouldn't be
could
surprised.
if we needed.
Probably could even catch.
I'm sure. Maybe we should try her pitching too.
Is she a left-hander?
She's not,
No,
no.
right-hander.
Yeah. But
Okay.
her offense last year was even more outstanding than her defense. She was batting .500 before she got injured, so it was really hard for us to let her go for the rest of the season. So
I'm sure. Another junior, a pitcher that you could possibly be looking at as a leader is Chloe Boyle.
yes.
Big
Yeah.
piece of the offense besides just a pitcher, right?
She's come a long way.
I'll be buying little notes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. That's great. No, Chloe, we are all so proud of her because she's come such a long way. When she got to high school, she had an idea of some of the basics, but it's finally starting to come together. And we're just trying to get her to not overthink everything and just kind of do what you've been working on. And she's been great offensively. Her pitching is coming a long way. We're still working with, her consistency and maybe trying to teach her a pitch or two. But she's going to be important for us this year.
Yeah, very important
Absolutely.
piece. When she's not pitching, where does she play in the field?
She could also play first base.
First base.
Yes, absolutely.
Newcomer, Alexis Kaiser.
Yes.
If she's anything like she is in basketball, you got a good one there.
She's a great athlete.
You must
and
be
it's-
excited to have her come out.
I was thrilled. Me and Brianna, we were kind of like, yeah, you should. Why not? It's your senior year. Give you something to do. She hasn't played for a long time. She played when she was younger. But it's funny. She'll go into that cage, she'll swing, and she'll make contact with the ball pretty often. So
She's an athlete.
she is.
Let's talk about some of the younger core now that you have. I see one you have on our list that we'll be talking to. Catcher Lexi Colucci. What can you
Yes.
tell us about her?
So Lexi is almost very similar to Maddie in the aspect of softball is her passion. So again, I love that. I appreciate that. Lexi's been coming to some of our clinics since she was in 4th grade. So since then, we've always been okay, when is she getting to high school? Okay, 4 years left, 3 years. So, and then finally she's in high school. So we've been waiting a long time to get her into our program. we see a lot of big things from her. We don't want to put too much pressure on her because, you know, it is freshman season. This is her favorite sport. Like, she plays all year round, works so hard. She puts so much effort and practice in the off season, which totally appreciate as a coach too. You know, she can catch, she can play third base. She might even need to play a little bit of shortstop depending on where we need people. And she has a bat too. So we're really excited.
As a catcher's, that's pretty big.
And she's very vocal. She has a high softball IQ, and we need that. That's something we need. So even though she's a freshman, we're looking to her to be a leader on this team, no matter if she's one of the youngest. That doesn't matter. She's going to be a very, very critical piece for us. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to see her. Excited to talk to her too. Ariana Hunt, outfielder.
Yes.
She's got travel ball experience.
She does have travel ball experience, so that's always nice because we don't have a ton, which is fine. You know what I mean? You get that sometimes. So it's nice knowing that there's another freshman coming in who has that experience playing, you know, all year round. So there's some softball IQ there. She's easy for me to coach. She also plays volleyball, so I have work with her there. I really enjoy coaching her because when we try to give her feedback and help, she responds really well. So I'm excited to see what, you know, we can build out of her and what impact she can have on our team too. With
15 total players, you probably wouldn't be able to have enough to field a JV team?
We don't, no.
And that kind of hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To give them extra experience.
And it's tough because we want to have a full varsity and a full JV. But if we decided this season if we weren't going to have enough for a full, then we just had to keep enough for a varsity. So we do have a couple extra, you know, usually like 12 or 13, but we do have 14 this year. And it's hard when you have like 16 or 18 because there's only 9 spots on the field. And, you know, you want to obviously get everybody the opportunity, but it is a varsity sport and that's not how it goes all the time. So it's been tough, but I think 14 will be a good number. Everybody has a role, and I tell the girls, even if your role is to base run this game, that's still an appearance in a varsity game, and if we need you to base run, you need to base run and do it as best as you can, because that base running could turn into like a pinch hitting, you know. Maybe we need you to go play the field, so just giving everything you got.
Speed kills. And
It
I
does.
understand your speedster is it Cassie Redding?
Yes,
She's
Cassie
a speedster,
Redding.
right?
She's a speedster.
And what does she play on the field?
We're working with her at second base. Cassie played some outfield last year too.
Sophomore.
Yep, she's a sophomore, so it's really great. She's a great girl to coach, so I love that she's fast. That helps a lot on defense, you know. That's where she can go play the outfield. She can track the ball down pretty well. We're hoping she can, you know, learn second base pretty good and fill that spot where, you know, last year was okay, you try it. So we're hoping she can get there, have confidence in it. That's a key word, have confidence, and really, you know, do well at it.
A lot of your experience apparently is going to come from the outfield.
Yeah.
With O'Brien, Todaro, and Mooney.
Yes.
They're experienced outfielders.
Yes, they are.
And when you look at outfield play, Lexi, are you looking at, from a defensive point, like hitting the cutoff person?
Oh, that's
important. You stress that a lot?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it goes back to, you know, communication, work as a team. Because if you're just throwing the ball wherever, that's not going to be productive, what we need. So, yeah, it's really important that they're able to hit their cutoffs, communicate with each other. But it's all about the being prepared, knowing where you're going before the play actually happens. So,
From what I hear, the Rylee Mooney is also one of those speedsters.
she's a speedster too. Yeah, she's one that's come a very long way. She did not have a ton of softball experience when she was a freshman, but she has grasped it very well, and she's hopefully going to be our starting center fielder for us. Her fundamentals have come a really long way, and she's starting to gain the confidence with it. So
Do you feel that the girls are getting excited as we get closer to the season?
I think so. And I even think in the off season.
You too, I would bet.
Yeah. I'm ready to get out and play. You know, we've been in the gym since
Have you been able to
February.
get outside at all or no?
A few times. There was a couple practices we could go out in the football field here. We did go and do a practice scrimmage with Lakeside. I think it was last Monday, the 170-degree day that we had.
And
We're
then 30
let's
the
get
next
out.
day.
Exactly. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. That's Ohio.
So Bella Young and Chloe
Yes.
Boyle are
Yes.
going to be your two pitchers.
Definitely. Yeah.
Would you ever use them in back-to-back games, or would you make them just rotate after each one? Or does
I
that
would
depend on
say,
your opponent?
Yeah, I would say it depends on the opponent. It depends how the game is going. Depends how their arms are feeling. All of those things. We're hoping to get a lot out of Bella Young. She's another freshman who does have some experience. She plays travel ball. She's been pitching since she was a very young girl. So we're excited to have her on the mound, and we've communicated with her that we need you on the mound. Our main goal is for you to go in, throw some strikes in there, make our defense work, get some strikeouts yourself.
Anxious to see her.
Yeah.
We've seen Boyle. I know what she can do. I'm anxious
Yes.
to see Bella Young.
Yeah,
To see
I'm
how
excited. She definitely has the experience pitching. We're hoping it can just translate with travel ball to high school, because we are in a pretty tough CVC conference. Edgewood's going to be tough again. We don't play Perry this year, but they in the past they've been. Geneva's going to be good. I'm sure Jefferson will still be solid. So we have some good county competition. So I'm excited to see how they handle it.
With the pitchers, Lexi, do you have a pitch count? Do you limit them to a certain amount of pitches in a game?
So there's not a pitch count for softball.
So there's no rule there.
No rule there, yeah, just because the different motion, it's not as wear and tear, rotator cuff in baseball. But there's times if the girls are not, if they don't stretch enough, or if they haven't iced, or, it does sometimes, they sometimes complain about the sore shoulders. So that's something we just always communicate, try to check in, see how they're doing.
Another quote I got from you when you did your interview with the CBC, you already talked a little bit about the numbers not being high, like 15. And you don't have many players playing travel ball like some of the
Correct.
other CBC teams.
Correct.
So that kind of puts you behind the 8 ball a little bit too, right?
Yeah, unfortunately it does a lot, yes.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Do you teach that? Or how do you do that? How do you build somebody's confidence, especially at the plate?
It's hard, and it's hard with this being a game of failure. So that's just something we try to remind them. This is a game of failure. You are going to fail. It's going to be okay. But if you, especially in that batter's box, because it can be an intimidating thing, especially facing a pitcher, who's pretty dominant. We'll see, especially Edgewood's pitcher is pretty dominant. It can be so easy to go in there and just be thinking, oh, I've already failed, or I'm afraid to strike out. So one phrase that I always used when I was playing myself, I would go in there, just not think of a thing, and just say that I'm already on first base. The job's already done. I have nothing to do, nothing to worry about. So that way they're not overthinking in the box, because that, if you think of failure and you're afraid to fail, it's more likely to fail rather than,
Good point.
Yeah,
that's a
thinking
good
of
point.
success. So just, I guess, trying to teach it
Good
as,
point.
I don't know, motivational speaking in a way, I guess, because it's hard.
Bunting is so
Yeah,
huge
it is.
in softball.
It is.
In the major leagues, some of these major league players can't even bunt anymore.
Yeah.
So do you spend a lot of time on that with the girls, on the bunting?
Yeah. Oh, they know that you'll have to ask them about their bunting progression. I'm sure sometimes they get a little bored with it, but that's why I tell them, just trust the process. It'll be good. We're going to have to bunt, because if our offense,
Small ball.
if we can't hit, we're going to have to try to bunt the ball to,
Yeah.
make the defense make a mistake. So
Ella Borowski was good at it, wasn't
she
she?
sure was. Yeah.
Man, was she good at bunting.
I know.
And then she developed a power ball
Yep.
to go along with it.
Miss that girl. Miss all those seniors. They were great.
I know.
They led the way,
I know.
the path for the others.
So what is your goal going into the season with this team?
I would say my biggest goal is I'm trying to build a foundation where we can have pride to play Conneaut softball again. And I think that starts with the girls enjoying their time together. I think it starts with them taking it serious at practice, at games, even before a game, on the way to a game, just taking it serious. I don't expect us to be the best team, but I would love for us to compete in every game. That's my goal, because I do think in a few years, that's when I'm expecting us to be at the top of the conference. There's a great group of middle school girls.
A lot of freshmen, yeah.
And they're going to be playing with these freshmen, exactly. So it's kind of just like a stepping stone to get into the right direction. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Looking at your schedule, the good news here is you got 12 home and 9 away.
Yeah,
if you get them all in.
Right,
I mean, you have
exactly.
12 home and 9 away. That's always a good thing.
Wonderful, yeah.
And speaking of home, does anybody do a better job than Keith Sherman on the fields?
I don't think so.
If it's raining in the morning, there's a pretty
know.
good chance if he gets there that you're going to be able to play if it
And
stops.
we're very lucky to have him help out. He enjoys it too, which is the best thing. So it's not like, Keith, we go help on the field. He's usually already on it. And a lot of the times, we were able to play games on our field where if we were somebody else, we probably would not have played that game at all. So it's been a blessing.
You mentioned talk a little bit about the CVC here. You mentioned Geneva, Edgewood, Jefferson. What about Madison? They always seem to be good too.
I don't know why I forgot about Madison. They're always good. They did graduate their extremely dominant pitcher, but I think they have a freshman who has a lot of experience on the mound who, might just pick up right where she left off. So it's a tough. And I will say, we did go practice scrimmage with Lakeside, and they looked pretty good.
Lakeside?
They did look pretty good. So it's not going to be easy at all for us.
I see Lakeside on here. Oh, yeah, you got them twice, yeah. The division opponents you played twice?
Yes. I know we play Grand Valley twice.
Yes, I
St.
see they're on here
John.
twice too.
They're not in our conference though, but we do play them home and away, I believe.
Yeah, and your last 4 games are all at home. I see some new teams on here. Niles is new, right?
We played them last year.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And
I
you
think it was
played Girard,
a Saturday
right, before?
doubleheader. Yes, we have played Girard. Yep.
Northwestern, have we played them before?
We have, yes.
And then Cathedral Prep?
That is new. Yeah, that's
How
a
did
new.
we get them on the schedule?
Well, they reached out to me and I said, let me take a
why
look.
not?
And
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I said. I figured.
Season finale.
That's what I said. I said, let's try to play you before our tournament game, because I'm sure that would be good for us.
That would be good.
Before our tournament game. So I'm like, why not? Come on over.
Yeah, really. Well, Lexi, let's see if I got, yep, I think I'm just about done with you. We want to thank you for having us come in and doing this little preview. We want to wish you good luck on your softball season. We plan to cover some games with the weather.
I know.
It's just mind-boggling. And we're going to talk to some of the players in a little bit. All right, continuing with our softball preview, we now have some of the players. After talking with Coach Lexi Adams, we have a versatile player, mainly shortstop. We have Maddie Drew with us. Maddie, thanks for coming on.
Oh, of course, thank you for having me.
How excited are you to get this season going?
Oh, I'm extremely excited. I've been looking forward to it for a while.
What excites you the most about playing softball, do you think?
I think it's the ability of not being able to think of anything else while I'm playing. I think it amazes me.
I remember you telling me maybe a year, maybe it was 2 years ago. No, I think it was last year, or one of those years, that softball, you liked it better than basketball. And that's, I can tell because you didn't play basketball, did you?
Basketball, it was a very hard decision to do, but it really did make an impact on me this year. This is the most work I've put in ever for softball with my hitting.
Maddie, what has the team's preseason prep been like for you so far? And has it been any different than other preseasons?
I wouldn't say not really any different, but I think this year we have a group of girls who are more focused in on the little details when it comes to softball, like small drills, like when we do dailies. You can tell the effort we're putting in.
You're one of 5 juniors on the team. There's 3 seniors, and then the other 6 are sophomore and freshmen. What specific skills have you worked on most this off-season? Since you didn't play basketball, were you like concentrating on softball at all?
Yeah, so like the whole mindset was just softball. I thought that not doing basketball would put my like priorities first.
Give you more time to concentrate on the sport you like best.
And hitting was something that was like really major on. Like fielding, I mean, you're gonna make errors, but that's something you could quickly do a drill at home for like 10 minutes. But in the winter, I went to the cages for my travel organization, got a lot of reps in.
Now, when your junior year is complete, depending on how your softball season went, going into your senior year, will basketball come back to you, or will you still stay away from it, or you got to wait and see?
I don't think I'll be doing basketball, but I mean, you never know.
You're not going to rule it out totally.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they should have another good team coming back. They did pretty well this year.
Yeah, I know. I mean, odds are probably not. I mean, I've been really just focusing on softball. That's what I want to do.
I only ask that because sometimes seniors want to get involved in as
Right,
many
yeah.
things as they can. What have your previous seasons taught you about teamwork?
I think something that I've always picked up on is how like one person's energy can be extremely contagious. I think like when I was younger as a softball player, I mean, you strike out, you're gonna be upset. But as like the years went on, I just know that as a team player, if I want to be the best team player I can be, is if I strike out, oh well, 5-second roll, go back in.
Major leaguers strike out 3
All
out of
the
4
time.
times in the game. It's like Lexi and I were talking. If you're afraid to fail, this is a sport for you, right?
It's a game you fail
Yeah,
more
you
than you
get 1
succeed.
hit and 4 at bats. You did
Right.
great. Any big change you've seen in yourself since last season? Now that you didn't have basketball to worry about.
Yeah, I think my hitting has, I don't want to jinx it, but I've been working really hard on it. I think that's going to be something great this year.
Now, do you bunt as well?
I do bunt.
You do bunt.
Yeah,
Do you like
sometimes.
bunting?
I don't mind it. If it's like best for the team, then of course I'll always do that. I know Coach Lex sometimes, there was this one game, I couldn't time up the pitcher at all, and one thing that coaches will have you do is they'll ask you to bunt so you can watch the ball coming in, and it helps you actually hit on the next pitch. So she would have me bunt, and if I didn't put the bunt down, then I would just swing and I get a good hit on it.
Now, you're going to be looked upon as one of the leaders on the team. What qualities do you possess for leadership, do you feel?
I think the most important job as a leader is to be a vocal leader. I think a leader by example is extremely important, but this is a game with communication. I think it's extremely important for the other girls to be aware of any kind of play, what's going to happen when the ball is hit to you. That's something that you should think about. It's something,
Very good.
a leader, someone should, any kind of player should feel comfortable to talk to you about anything in their life. It could be about the sport or even what's going on with them personally.
Very well said. The weather elements, of course. You've played in rain, wind, mud, snow, cold. What adjustments do you make to that? And are you looking at the weather on game day when you're in school?
Honestly, no. I mean,
That's a good thing.
I don't want to be playing when it's like freezing cold, but I'm just looking forward to play normally. But I will say, going from like I'll be playing on turf in the summer, so like the radiation coming up, like that's extremely hot, and then going to this chilly season, it is an adjustment.
Just a couple more for you here, Maddie, and then I'll have you bring me somebody else in. What excites you the most about this coming season?
I think it's to show girls how softball isn't just it's not just a game. I would love to show girls like the passion I have for it. Maybe it would be contagious.
Any athlete will tell you they love music before a game, right? Any song that puts you in the zone to get ready for softball that you like? Get you pumped up for the game.
Enter Sandman. I would have to say that.
That's good.
That would be my song.
Alexis Kaiser's joining the team this year. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh, I really wanted her to play with me this
Yeah,
year. I was
that's gonna be
crushing
exciting.
it on her.
Yeah, if she's anything like she is in basketball, she'll be a great addition.
I think she'll do great.
Any sports heroes you look up to?
Repeat that again.
Any
for me?
sports heroes that you look up to?
Ohio State's shortstop. She is a very vocal leader. She's really good at like shaking off her errors, which is extremely hard for a shortstop. It's where balls get hit very often.
Maddie, thank you very much and good luck on the season.
Thank you.
All right, joining us now on the softball team is infielder Vina Sanford, a junior. Vina, thanks for taking some time. How excited are you about getting the season rolling here in another, week or so?
I'm really excited for this season. I think we're going to do really well this year.
A lot of returning players and quite a few freshmen on the team this year. What would you say is a challenge for you as you move into the season? What are you going to challenge yourself with?
I want to work on communication because that was definitely one of our biggest struggles last year.
You mean communicating with each other?
Yeah, on the field. And staying positive, even if it's a hard team to play against.
Wrong page. Okay. What has the team's preseason preparation been for you so far? Is it any different than previous preseasons?
We've done a lot more of like breaking down our hitting and fielding to get the basics. That way, once we master the basics, we're able to do all of it together much better.
Now, on the roster, you're listed as an infielder. Is there a pretty main one of your? Which one of those infield positions is usually your main one?
Last year it was mainly second, but I've played first, second, and third. I think this year it's going to be mainly third.
Okay. What specific skills have you worked on most during the off season?
During the off season, I've definitely worked a lot on making sure with my hitting I get into a load and a full swing instead of stopping halfway.
You're a right-hander?
Yes.
Do you like to bunt?
I don't really have like a big opinion on it. If I bunt, I don't mind it. Or hitting either ways.
Have you ever been told by a coach to bunt?
Yeah, a couple times.
Any big change you've seen in yourself since last season?
I definitely feel like I'm going into the season a lot more confident than I did last year. So I'm proud of that.
How would you, if I went to a couple of your teammates and asked them to describe Vina, what might they tell me?
That I stay positive and I try and keep the team cheerful.
Isn't that part of the battle? Trying to stay positive in a game that really is where you can fail and frustrate you. I mean, if you can get one hit and 4 or 5 at bats, that's considered a good game. What about defensively? Do you consider yourself a good defensive player as well?
Yeah.
Would you rate that higher than your offense, or would you rate hitting better?
I'd say in the field I'm probably better than hitting.
How do you see the team culture so far with these younger girls joining some of your upper class people?
I think that everyone's getting along pretty well this year, and there's a lot of like laughter and positivity with our practices. So
What could you tell some freshmen that might come up to you and ask for advice?
I'd probably tell them to stay positive when it's a hard team. That's like really important because once you get down, then others around you will get down. And I'd also probably say just keep good communication on and off the field.
What excites you most about this coming season?
I think we have a good shot at winning a lot of our games, and I think it's going to be a fun season.
Do you have any routine that you do before a game?
Not really.
Any superstitions about playing the game?
When I'm up to bat, I usually step out and swing my bat around 3 times before I hit. That's really all.
Do you have any sports heroes that you look up to?
Not really.
Okay. All right, Vina, we want to wish you the best of luck
Thank you.
and have a good year.
Thank you.
All right, with us now on our softball preview, we have outfielder and junior Rylee Mooney. Rylee, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Rylee, how excited are you about this upcoming season? What are we, about 7-10 days away from the first game?
I think so. Our first.
March 30th, I believe.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, I'm starting in center field, which I've wanted to do since like my freshman
That's a
year.
big spot out there, so
I know.
there's somebody that has confidence in you. And you're speedy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they say.
Yeah. What specific skills would you say, Rylee, that you've been working on during the off-season?
I would say the main thing I've been working on is hitting. I don't think I was like amazing last year, so I think I've definitely improved a lot since last year. And I think that's like my main focus. I've done a little bit of like basically just like grounders and things like that, but that's pretty much all.
Now, you said you're going to be in center field. Who do you expect to be to your right and to your left out there?
Avery O'Brien,
Okay.
I believe she's right field, and Grace Todaro is left field.
Okay, all right. Has there been any big change you've seen in yourself since last season?
I'd say so. I think I'm more like, I don't know. I think I'm just like more like aware, I guess, because sometimes I'm just like off in like space. But I've also gotten better at hitting, like I said. Like I'm more confident and I know like my stance. And I've gotten better with making contact and like full, like just swinging in general.
5 juniors, 3 seniors, that's 8. And then we have 5 freshmen and 1 sophomore, making 6, so about 14 players on the team. How do you look at the team right now, even though you still got another week or so of training? The culture of the team, how would you describe that?
Well, I think like even though I think we work pretty well together, and I think all the freshmen incoming, they're trying really hard, and a lot of them are really good. All of them are, and everybody on the team just works really good, and we all get along, and we always like have fun, I guess. So I'd say pretty good.
How can you be a help to the younger core on the team?
My biggest thing is probably attitude. Whenever somebody has a bad attitude or like is negative, I feel like it brings everyone down. So I feel like just like by having like a positive attitude towards everyone and like encouraging them, I feel like that's a big thing.
If the season could start tomorrow, would you be ready, or do you think you and the team still need another good week yet?
I think we could be ready with like a good talk, I guess, and confidence. I think we do still need to practice some things, but that like will advance as the season goes on. But I think tomorrow we'd be fine.
How about challenge-wise now, Rylee? What do you want to challenge yourself for a personal goal this season? Not a team goal, just you personally, whether it's defense, hitting, or both.
I definitely think that I want to make contact. Like even if I don't hit it, I'd like to hit it. But if I don't hit it, I want to like get contact at least, 9 times out of 10. Unless it's a very hard pitch for us to try. But and like sometimes there's like the balls that like bounce in the outfield. I want to always like get in front of those because last
And not
year.
let them get by you.
Yeah, last year I did struggle with that a little bit, but
Bunting, you like to bunt.
I do like to bunt.
That's a big part of that game, is bunting. Most athletes, they like a song that pumps them up before a game. Is there any song that would pump you up before a softball game?
I'd have to think about this. I don't know. I think really any upbeat music. My favorite song, I think it's called like Cinderella. It's by Mac Miller.
I think somebody else just said that too.
Yeah, my friend Vina. That's our favorite song.
I think it was her.
Yeah, we always listen to it on the bus together.
Yeah.
And that really gets us in a good mood.
Yeah. My final question for you, Rylee, would be, what would you like the community, the Conneaut community, to know about this year's team?
Well, I want them probably that like we're all improving and we're all, trying our best, and that we're a great team and we want to prove that.
I said that was my final question, but I lied. I have another one for you. Bella young-looking freshman, going to see some pitching. What have you seen from her that gives you hope that she can be a pretty good pitcher, even though she's only a freshman?
Well, she's my little, but her determination, and she always has a positive attitude. She always is, she's just always happy. And I've seen her pitching, and her technique is really good, and her speed. And honestly, I think she did really good at our first scrimmage. Obviously, she was a little nervous because, it's her first high school game, but she did pretty good. And I just think that her determination and her techniques are good.
Rylee Mooney, good luck to you on the season.
Okay, thank you.
All right, now here on the softball team, we have one of our younger core players, and everybody I've been talking to has been talking about how good you're going to be. Lexi Colucci, catcher, infielder, and like I said, she is a freshman. Lexi, what's it like so far, I guess, being with a team where you are the underclassmen and going up against some of these, not going up against them, but learning from some of these other girls?
It's definitely a lot different from things like Little League and stuff like that and travel ball since you're with girls your age. But I definitely do enjoy it because there's a lot to learn. And I feel like the leadership is there's a lot to learn from that and then take on those things yourself and then give them to the team. So I definitely like it, yeah.
Lexi's main position will be catcher.
Yep.
Very tough position on the field, probably even tougher than pitching. Why catching?
I love catching because you're kind of the commander of the field, which I definitely like because I like to just talk to everyone, make sure they know what's going on. And
Constantly stay involved in the game.
yes, always having the ball in every play is a lot different from a place like third, one of my other positions, where you may not touch the ball all the time because it just may not get hit to you. So that's why I definitely like catching because it's just being involved.
Now, let's talk a little bit about defensively catching. One of the main things is stopping a lot of balls getting by you behind home plate, right?
Yep.
And do you work on that, or you consider yourself pretty good at that? Of course, we can all work.
Right, yeah.
We don't want to be complacent.
I would consider myself pretty good at it. It's definitely, there's always more to learn though. So definitely always working on it and just keeping up with it and staying consistent.
So far for you, Lexi, what has the team preseason prep been like for you?
I think it's been very good. Definitely a lot of breaking things down, getting the fundamentals, which I think is very important. And I think that getting the simple stuff down first leads to the big things. So.
What has your previous season taught you about teamwork? Did you ever play in the middle school, or they didn't have softball, did they?
They had like a
baseball
club team, so
Yeah,
we did
club.
play, but yeah, could you repeat the question? Sorry.
How was the training for this versus that training?
Oh, this is it definitely gets a lot more in depth, and they definitely go over a lot more situations that could happen in a game, because in Little League it's just like, okay, get the ball, throw the ball to first. When there's runner, you don't learn a lot about what to do when you're in different situations. So that definitely is a lot better, learning more about the game.
When you're not catching, where could you possibly play?
A third, and then I work a little bit in short, and I can even do second too if they need, kind of just wherever, but I'd say definitely third is probably the next.
Catchers are normally not known for speed. How's your speed on the bases?
I don't think it's terrible. I think one thing I think about myself as a base runner is I think I'm very smart, so I know what to do and when to do
That's a
it,
big
which I
positive.
definitely think helps.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah.
positive there. With the bat, how are you with the bat?
I consider myself a very strong power hitter. I definitely hit the 3, 4, 5 spot usually.
Right-hander?
Yes. Yep. But yeah, definitely power is a big thing, but also making contact. I mean, that's obviously so important. So I think just kind of combining those together is what I would describe myself as.
Also really important in that game is bunting. What do you think about bunting at times?
I think bunting is...
Because sometimes the game situation
Right.
calls for that.
Right. I mean, sacrifice bunts, any sort of bunts to help the team, because that's really should be the number one priority, to move runners, to get runners to score, rather than just hitting to make your stats go up. So I definitely think bunting plays a huge role.
Now, when the other team's up and they're bunting, you being a catcher, how quickly you got to get up to go and get it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see here. What else do I have for Lexi? Being a freshman, how do you see so far that you've been in training the culture of the team? What's it looking like
It's
for
a
you?
very good attitude all the time. I have not seen any negativity at all. It's very positive, everyone's encouraging each other, which I think is very important.
And my final question for you would be, how prepared do you feel you are right now if the season were to start, or do you like having another full week?
I think I'm very prepared, and I think the team is. I think we are prepared as well, but I definitely think, like I said, just that situational stuff, we definitely could get more work on. But I think if we were to have a game tomorrow, we definitely are prepared enough to play.
And the weather elements, you know, around here, rain, wind, cold, mud, you're going to play in all of it.
Yeah.
Make a difference?
I definitely think it does make a difference because there's a lot of factors that go into that. Like when it's cold, you're not as loose and the bats don't have as much pop, which definitely makes it more difficult. And if it's wet and the balls get wet and then you have to make good throws,
Good point.
that's definitely
Good point.
hard.
And being a catcher probably helps because you have extra equipment on you. At least
Right.
helps in the cold weather.
Right, that is true.
Compared to other people.
Right.
Well, we want to wish you the best of luck. We
Thank
can't wait
you.
to see you play. And yeah, have a good season.
Thank you.
All right, with us now, Grace Todaro, Junior already, Grace. Oh my goodness. And Vinny's over there in what now, 7th grade, right?
Yeah.
And Grace, a junior, of course, she is a catcher and an outfield as we continue with our softball preview. Grace, what has the team's preseason preparation been for you like so far?
It's been good. We've been working on hitting a lot and outfielding.
And you're one of the outfielders.
Yep.
And you also will do some catching along with Lexi, right?
Yes.
Just the two of you will be catching? What specific skills have you worked on most since during the off season?
In the off season, I've worked a lot on like catching, dropping and blocking, and like framing.
Do you enjoy catching or do you enjoy playing in the outfield better?
I like catching better.
What do you like better about it?
I just like being behind the plate. It's fun to just be able to like be back there and like you got a lot of control because you can see everything on the field.
What's some of the things that you guys have been working on the most so far during training?
A lot of hitting.
Bunting, hitting, and of course defensively, and finding the cutoff men when you're in cutoff girls when you're in the outfield, right?
Yes.
Has there been any big change that you've seen in yourself since last season?
I've gotten a lot more confident, more loud on the field.
Being vocal, kind of taking on like a leadership role now. We do have some freshmen on the team. We got 5 freshmen, 1 sophomore. If they came up to you, Gracie, for some advice, what might you tell them?
I would tell them to not be too hard on themselves, and everyone makes mistakes, to be confident and to be positive.
And everyone makes mistakes is absolutely true because why? We're human, right? We're going to make mistakes. How prepared do you feel you are for opening game?
I feel pretty prepared.
If it was tomorrow? Most of the girls seem to say that same thing. The weather, of course, is always an issue in the early part of the season. How do you deal with that, with the weather elements? You yourself, how do you deal with that?
I dress warm. I usually wear a lot of layers, like under my uniform, and I bring a lot of hand warmers.
Team goal for you. What do you want to accomplish this year? Not the team, just you.
To not get down on myself for like making little mistakes.
What would you like the community out here to know about your team?
I'd like the community to know that we are a group of hardworking girls. We work really hard to be where we're at, and we're positive.
A lot of athletes in all kinds of sports have a song that they like that gets them ready for the season. Now, do you have one of those songs, and if you do, is one of them from the Kings of Castles?
I don't have a specific song, but I do like to listen to like rock music and a lot of rock music.
And do you feel that when you're listening to that music, it gets you pumped up for a softball game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. And okay, we want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Yep, Grace Todaro. All right, we have our last player as we continue with our preview here of the softball team. We have senior Avery O'Brien. Avery O'Brien is a outfielder for the Conneaut Spartans softball team. and she wears uniform number 14. Anything specific about that uniform number, Avery?
I've always liked the number 14. I mean, my birthday's on the 14th, so.
So
I think
you were
that's
able to pick
why.
your own number?
Yeah, my freshman year I got lucky, and that was the one they had left. So.
Wow, and is that normal if whatever number you get in the freshman, you stay that way, or can it change?
I think most people like to keep their numbers, but I know a lot of people, if like a senior has one they want, they'll get that the next year after they leave. So it just depends on what you prefer.
All right, Avery, what has the team's preseason preparation been like for you so far?
Well, we've definitely been working really hard this year, and we've had longer practices this year, which I think is good. It's helping us a lot. I think we're definitely a lot more prepared at this point than we were last year at this point.
Give us a couple big key items that you guys do in practice.
We definitely do a lot of fielding and like scenarios in the field. Like they'll hit the ball to us and like say there's a runner on one and third or something like that, and we'll have to do it like we're playing the game and like it's a real play. So we focus on that a lot, and we do hitting groups on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we work on just hitting those days, which I think helps a lot too, because we really get to focus on that and work on what we need.
If the season were to start, let's say tomorrow, and it doesn't, it starts March 30th in Geneva, but if it did start tomorrow, would you say your team is more hitter ready or more defensive ready?
I think we would be probably more defensively ready, just because we've been working on that a lot, which I think is a good thing. I mean, obviously we need a good offense like side and be able to get those runs, but I think it's also good to be able to get those outs and make plays in the field.
Also good, I think, to have, Avery, is senior Alexis Kaiser join the ball club this year. What do you think she can bring to the team?
I think she can bring a lot. She's very athletic, and I'm glad she decided to join us. I think she's going to make a great first baseman. She's tall and she's athletic, and she wants to get the job done. I mean, she wasn't scared of the ball the first day when she's never played before. She hasn't been afraid to hit the ball. She's been doing really good for her first year.
And if she's as good in softball as she was basketball, we've got a star in the making. How would you say so far, because we have, 8 junior seniors combined and 6 sophomore freshmen, what would you say, how would you describe the culture of the team so far?
I mean, we all get along, which is great. I like everyone on the team. I think we're all friends, and even though there are like bigger age gaps, because I mean 5 of the 6 underclassmen are freshmen, it's easy to talk. Everyone's easy to talk to. It's like easy to get along with everyone.
Your 2 pitchers, Chloe Jones and Bella Young, what are you seeing from them so far?
I think they've both been working really hard. I think they'll be doing good this year. Bella's good for a freshman, and Chloe Boyle obviously has been working hard all her years.
Any team goals in place for 2026?
One of our main goals that we talked about was communicating more, which we definitely have gotten better at. Just being able to talk on the field and off the field, and staying positive is another one, being nice to each other, which is always something that is good to have.
How do you think, Avery, you can be a help to some of the freshmen who may come up to you for advice?
Well, I think I'm also easy to talk to, and I think I do give good advice, and I think I'll just be willing to help people no matter what. I mean, I'm not gonna choose one person over the other. I'll help anyone who asks me for it.
And how do you think your 3 coaches are for you?
I think they're great.
Talk about each one of them, if you could say like a few words about each one of them.
I mean, Coach Lex is really great. She's obviously our head coach. She's been working really hard to get us where we are, where we want to be, and make sure we're doing the most we can. Coach Bree helps us a lot with like maybe using like the pitching machine. She'll use that so we can hit off of it, and she does a lot to help us too. And Coach Joe really is good at breaking down the steps for hitting and helping us with that.
And he's the one that mainly stays in the dugout too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, during the games, I mean,
Yeah.
right? What excites you, Avery, the most about this coming season now as a senior?
I mean, I'm really excited because I think we can be really good this year. I think everyone's dedicated and we'll really fight during those games to win, and I think that's the best part about it this season is we'll be good.
What's your senior challenge to yourself?
I just want to have fun which
I like
I'm sure
that.
everyone says that.
I like
but-
that, though.
Yeah, but I just really want to enjoy my senior year and really take it all in. It's my last year.
What would you like the community to know about your team when they come down to watch you?
I just think they should know that, I mean, we're ready to play. We'll
Ready to give
work
it your
hard.
all, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any pregame routine?
Not really. I mean, nothing specific that I've ever done.
Any favorite song that gets you pumped up for the game?
I mean, usually we listen to music like on a speaker before, so really just anything we're listening to together and they can make it fun.
Well, we want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
We hope to carry some of your games. We'll see how that goes, with the weather. I think, what did we get last year? I think we only got one game in. Because when you would make them up, then
Yeah.
something else was going on. But, so we want to wish you the best of luck and good luck to the whole team.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes our softball pre-season special with Coach Lexi Adams and the Conneaut Spartans. We want to wish them the best of luck. So this is Chuck Guglielmo saying so long for Inside the Spartans.